practice note-taking with research is another great strategy. Simply break students up into groups and assign each group a different note-taking method. Then groups can compare the notes that they created with other groups to see which approach they liked best, and it's also a great way for them to review the research material. All right, so what I'd like to do now is I want to take the information that we learned about test taking and the study strategies to prepare for tests and have each group practice one of the note-taking methods that we've learned previously. So I'm going to ask this group over here to use the Cornell method, and I want you to just kind of capture all the key ideas that we've learned about test taking on that. And then the concept map, I'll have you folks back there use the concept map. And then I'll have this group up here use the matrix method, which is really that table approach. And last but not least, you folks will do the outline method. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to take a minute as a group to work together to create that, and then we'll actually exchange it with another group to be able to provide feedback to them about what you liked about it, and then we'll give it back so that you can receive that feedback. So go ahead and take a few minutes now to do that.
What's that?
Well, how to study is well, to take a test.
You can also make this is fine. If you want to draw
starting with
a regular table too.
Yeah.
Okay, so
study strategy.
yeah, study strategy.
Definitely put chunking in there.
You guys are giving the answers bigger than we thought.
I'm going to put on like organizing
Oh yeah, like review and organize.
I'm going to put reading first. Yeah, first you got to do.
Yeah.
And then
Review.
put like a sub.
Okay, if you're finished, I just want you to swap papers with another group, so maybe the two groups back there can swap and you two can swap, and just take a minute or two to look at another style of notes with the same information and make any comments or feedback to give to your classmates about either something specific that you found helpful about the structure that they use, or maybe a suggestion about a way they could have even enhanced their notes further. So if you can jot those down on the paper, and then we'll give them back to one another shortly.
That's easy.
Yeah. You want to put like how they prepare for this? Okay. Do you want to yeah.
As soon as you're finished writing your feedback, then you can swap papers again. Just write, specific, what you like, specific like and a specific suggestion. That way you'll be helping them. Okay, now that you've had a chance to look at the feedback from your colleagues in class, and you've had kind of two different strategies, you can see there are a lot of different ways to take notes, right? Any comments or reactions to this activity? Deanna?
Although there were different techniques, all the information and the way they were put together were basically the same.
Okay, so you found similarities even though it was a different layout? The content folks were kind of drawing upon was similar in nature. Good. Any other comments? Vanessa?
Depending on what type of learner you are, each different strategy would work differently for different people. Like if you're a more visual learner, the matrix method may work better for you, and if you're more linear, you might like the outline method better.
And in all, actually what the research says about learning strategies, Vanessa, is that what doesn't seem to matter so much is whether your learning style matches the classroom teacher's learning style, but whether or not your learning style matches the content. So I think you will find that certain subjects or content within certain subjects are going to lend themselves more to a table versus a concept map versus an outline. So really it's important to take a look at the different tools that are available to you, use the one that naturally works best for you, but also think about the content that you're talking about and try to capture it in the best way. So obviously if I'm giving you results of a study, the table is probably the best way versus an outline, right? But if it's a classroom situation, you may not be able to do a concept map or a matrix during class while you're taking notes. That may be too complex. But it might be a great organizational tool to use after class to review and organize your notes. So, all right, well, it's great to see you practicing the note-taking method and combining that with the test-taking strategies that we just learned about today. Great job.